Hello, everyone. I'm Dana Blair. Please excuse the ambiance. Well, I'm not really going to apologize for it. It's night. I've been looking through a lot of your questions, and whether it's an event or social media or whatever the case may be, I'm asked a lot about my hair because many of you who follow me on Instagram know that I was bald until about 6 months ago. And I'm asked quite a bit about not only what made me cut it all off, but why it goes so short, and then why I decided to grow my hair back. And everything is about this hair journey. And I feel like as a black woman who is natural, I've been absolutely, completely out of the loop of this whole natural hair blogger phenomenon thing that's taken place, and I feel completely uneducated about it. Um, but I'm just gonna, share a little insight and answer your questions about how I got to where I am because it seems to interest quite a few people. I've had pretty much every hairstyle, hair color, hair length under the book. I've never had a under the book, known to man, I should say. I've never had a weave, but I've done like the cornrows, and for performances when I was dancing, I had like the ponytail extensions and all that fun stuff. But I went natural once in undergrad, but my hair was never like maybe the length it is right now on top. It was like that all around. That's like the shortest I went. I was too afraid to go low. And then February of 2012, I was in Bahia with a very good friend of mine, two friends of mine actually, and it was Carnival, and I was coming out of a really bad breakup and trying to find myself in that whole shebang. And I looked at my friend and I told her, I said, I need to cut my hair. And at the time, I had like a relaxed cut. It was like the little Halle Berry pixie thing going on. I had like a fresh relaxer too. And I was like, I really need to cut my hair. I really need to cut my hair. And she's like, okay, so when we get back to Brooklyn, I'll take you to my barber because she had a short natural haircut at the time. She looked fierce and amazing. And I was like, no, no, no. We have to do this shit right now. She's like, right now? I was like, yes, right now. Here in Bahia, in Brazil. So long story short, we found a barber. He only spoke Portuguese. My friend spoke fluent Portuguese, and we cut it. And it was a little shorter than I'm used to. And then we went about our day and went to the parades, and we were pipoca, which is like popcorn. We're dancing, we're following all the floats, and then the next morning, I forgot that I had cut my hair. And when I saw myself in the mirror, I got really, really upset. Um, and when we got back to the States about a week later, my friend took me to her barber and he cut it even shorter because, like I mentioned, I had a fresh relaxer. And that's when I really felt naked. I felt super, super, super exposed, very uncomfortable, didn't like the way I looked. I cried a lot. And then I slowly hit the point where it was no longer about why are you, it was no longer about the hair itself. It bothered me that I didn't like looking at me. And then it just started this whole journey. It wasn't about co-washes and trims and twist outs or anything like that. It was a journey for me to be happy with me and to be able to look at me and embrace me. And this is who I am. And I'm good. I'm enough. And slowly but surely, I became addicted to this barely there hair look. And I was in the barbershop every week. Like Pookie from New Jack City, it was crack. I had to be there every week. Um, some people love it. Some people hate it. Some people say rude things. Some people used to come up and touch my head, like rub the back of my head, whether it was on the subway or in a bar, completely uninvited. Kind of like when a woman's pregnant, somebody just rubs up and just starts rubbing our belly. Um, and then now, 6 months later, I just feel like maybe I've just entered a different space in my life, and I got here. I kind of don't know what I'm doing because I haven't had hair for a really, really, really long time. I'm playing with products, and I'm not even really reading all these blogs and paying attention to all these blogs because it's my journey. And I don't really want to think too much about it. Being bald for 2 years, I got spoiled. I don't even own I don't own a flat iron. I don't own a curling iron. I don't own any heating apparatus. I don't own a blow dryer. I have one itty bitty 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 comb that I got for like 99 cents in like a travel kit. I like being carefree and I like the freedom of it. So once I have to start to think a little bit too much about it, I don't want to do it anymore. So there you have it. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. That's how I got here. Um, no matter where you are in your journey or your story, whether it's hair related or not, it's important to find what makes you you, and identify within yourself those things you love about yourself, because there's so many people out there that are going to try to take that away from you. Um, find what makes you you, what you love about yourself, and be true to yourself. My mother once told me, protect that little girl within. That little girl still needs to be protected and still needs to be loved, and or little boy. So you don't beat up on you and don't let anybody else beat up on you either. Thanks. That's all for now. Bye.